Welcome to Full Sports Press. I'm your host, Brian Hill. This is the sports show that looks at strawberries and says, no thanks. It's a texture thing. Get it away from me. The NFC East regular season mercilessly concluded this past weekend, and everyone couldn't be happier. Throughout the season, fans were treated to abysmal football, questionable decision-making, and an ever-present feeling of despair and self-loathing. From the Cowboys' inexplicable fake punt from their own 24 with 12 minutes to go in the fourth, the Eagles and Carson Wentz's relationship crumbling like stale bread, the Giants' innovative possum-style offense, and the Washington football team's name that sounds like something out of an unlicensed video game, the NFC East has proven itself to be the laughingstock of the NFL, with every team finishing under 500. And with such a terrible display, fans and analysts have resorted to calling the NFC East a myriad of catchy nicknames like the NFC Least or the NFC Yeast Infection, and my personal favorite, a dumpster fire. All would be appropriate if you're unfamiliar with the simple fact that the NFC East is the greatest division in NFL history. And when it's flailing on its back like a frightened crab, it's got you right where it wants you. So, what may look to the untrained eye like a drunken pigeon fight consisting of ruffled feathers, street goop, and the Dallas Cowboys is in actuality a division that operates like a chess grandmaster, biding its time, sacrificing season after season, then delivering a surprise championship blow before quickly retreating into its own anus. And all that pandemonium, tomfoolery, and sweeping terribleness, it's simply a ruse to give its opponents a false sense of security. And the results of that deception speak for themselves. The NFC East has won more Super Bowls than any other division with 12, and it's the only thing standing between Tom Brady and 9 Lombardi trophies. So, when someone like Doug Peterson replaces Jalen Hurts in the fourth quarter for Nate Sudfeld and everyone gets all mad, we shouldn't get angry. We must understand. Doug Peterson was never in control of his corrupt actions. He is simply a pawn, positioned on the grand board of football chess, played by Set, the Egyptian god of chaos, to ensure a future victory for the division. Maybe not this year, or even the next, but potentially 6 or 7 years from now. Now, let me be clear. I am in no way, shape, or saying, and I'm not saying that the Washington football team will win this year, because that would be crazy. But don't let their record fool you. It's the kind of team that the NFC East loves to send Tom Brady's way. So to all the people who pile on and make fun of a division plagued by failure, chaos, and Daniel Jones falling flat on his face when there's no one around him, remember, when it comes to the NFC East, chaos breeds championships. It's just not this year because, they're garbage. So there's that. That's all for this episode of Full Sports Press. Join us next time when we ask Dabo Swinney if Ohio State was number 10 and they beat you by 21. What in God's name would have happened if you played Texas A&M? I mean, is your program okay? Are you going to be okay now that Blondie's gone? It's just a question. A reasonable question. No.